Hi, I'm Tara.
I'm Sasha, and this is Wine and Dine on a Dime.
Today we're going to bring you an easy, affordable meal that you can make at home and pair it with a delicious wine. I spent $14 on 2 bottles of wine.
I spent $14.86 on all the food that we're going to eat, and we're serving 4 people, so it's $7 per person for a great meal with a fantastic beverage. What we're making tonight is turkey meatballs and spaghetti. So, we've got the wine, and we need ground turkey, a can of chopped tomatoes, some Parmesan. Shaved is better, but you can always use the shredded, you can use the grated, you can use whatever you have in the house. We need garlic, we need onion, we need oregano, and we need Italian parsley. The other option is curly parsley, but it doesn't have as much flavor. Obviously, you need spaghetti, a little bit of milk, some breadcrumbs, olive oil, salt and pepper, and we're good to go. Depending on how much onion or garlic you like in your food, I'm going to use a whole onion and about 6 cloves of garlic. If you want to get real funky with it, you can throw in more garlic, you can throw in more onion. Half of it goes in the sauce, the other half goes in with the meat to flavor the meat for the meatballs. I am using my teeny tiny little cutting board because I'm a huge believer that food should be easy to make and you don't need fancy expensive equipment to make it. I never add garlic until after the onion's already pretty much cooked because burnt garlic tastes like booty and garlic burns very easily, so add that last. Now do it. While this is cooking, I'm going to create the base for the turkey meatballs, which is basically breadcrumbs and milk. The other thing that you can use is heavy cream. But on top of the budget being slim, we would like to be also, so we're doing milk instead. We have about 1 1/4 pounds of turkey. Here goes about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of plain breadcrumbs. And in that, you pour half a cup of milk. And what you want to create is like a paste. So what you want is you want it to look like this. Sort of like dumpy dumpling dough.
Like oatmeal.
Yeah, or oatmeal. And this is what's going to bind the turkey together. To this, we are going to add a handful of parmesan cheese. The same thing which is going to go on top of our pasta would go into our meatballs. So here we have oregano that I'm pulling off the stem, and a handful of Italian parsley. And I'm just going to chop the 2 of these together. To that, I'm going to add half of these onions. So after half of the onions go in there, the other half stay in here. Don't clean the pot, just add some of this. Right in, turn the heat back on, and just let it simmer for a little while. And if you wanted, you could add a little bit of red wine to this.
Oh, in fact, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because we will do that. That is one of the great secrets to pairing food with wine. Whatever you're cooking, if you use a little bit of the wine that you are drinking that night, it helps later on when you're enjoying the wine with it to enhance the flavors, and it makes an amazing pairing. So whatever you're cooking, it could be white wine, red wine, whatever you think works best, but just add a little bit of wine and it is well worth it.
I never knew that. That's a good tip!
In fact, I'm going to open one right now.
So in this, we've got the oregano, we've got the parsley, we've got the breadcrumbs, the milk, we've got some seasoning, and now we're adding turkey. You don't need to add an egg because that's basically what the breadcrumbs were. All you do is smush these into little balls and then add them to the pot in an even layer, and then cook them on all sides. And then once they're done, we will add them to the spaghetti sauce.
So the wine we picked today to pair with Sasha's delicious meal of spaghetti and turkey meatballs is a wine simply called Red. It's from St. Francis Winery. They're in Sonoma County, and they call it Red because it's a blend of 5 different red grapes. Blends are great to have with a variety of food because it's not just one style, it's not just one thing. It's a blend of different grapes, so it makes it very food friendly. You can have it with a lot of different things. This is mainly Merlot, about 58%. Also has a good deal of Syrah and a couple other grapes in as well. Makes it very food friendly. And the great thing about this wine and any wine that we bring to you is that we want you to be able to go out to your local store and pick up a bottle. Does you no good if we give you a wine that you can't find at home. So they have a very convenient website, stfrancisred.com. Go on, plug in your zip code, and it'll tell you where you can pick it up at a store near you.
While Tara was introducing you to the wine, we finished cooking the pasta, which is now draining. The meatballs have been browned on all sides. If you want to come and look, they have a beautiful color. The wine sauciness has been reduced. I added a little more salt to taste. Just take a little lick, see what you think, see if you need to add any. Everything's been mixed together. You can smell the wine, which is amazing. The cheese has melted inside of the balls. It's delicious. You've got all the Italian parsley and the oregano and the tomato and the red, which is going to be fantastic. And it's all good to go. It's Sunday dinner at its finest.
Red wine.
Red wine, turkey meatballs. We're good to go. Be back for more for Wine and Dine on a Dime. Come back and visit.
We'll see you next time.